Hey, John here again. So I'm just going through replacing some sprinkler heads that crapped out for one reason or another. When I first purchased this house, it all came with hunters. I didn't put this irrigation system in, but I've been here, I don't know, over a decade now, and over time they do go. This is a hunter, whatever it is, PGP, whatever. Basically, and this is an Orbit. This is another one that I probably replaced this, but so I just found these rainbirds. They're a little bit smaller in diameter, but they seem to be working pretty good. I've replaced about 9 of them now, and I just wanted to make a little video on, if you got a bad sprinkler that stopped either rotating or, just whatever reason why it stopped. And I have a little bit of experience with the irrigation system. The last place I had, I was using these Toro Super 700s, which were good. And this is how you replace the nozzle. You would just buy, a nozzle. They're color coded, and you just pop them in. They were pretty easy to do. You just release this, pop this in. But these are pretty easy too. This is a hunter. When you have the tool that comes. The hunter, same thing as these new rainbirds I just bought. See, that has a 3.0, 3 gallons per minute, and you can change these. It comes with different size nozzles, so they're pretty easy to change the nozzle, as opposed to where this would go on a Toro on the top. So I like that. Again, this thing, I think it stayed up or something. It's junk. And this one is, I'm not sure what happened to this. Same idea. This one is an Orbit. It's come from Home Depot, I think. But it comes with different nozzles. Same idea. You replace them. Now this Rainbird, same thing. You just comes with a tool, and there's the guy. Just go in here, 90 degrees. Pull it out, get the shaft up. Now there's nothing in there because it's a new one. But you comes with, what do I say? Each one comes with, a series of nozzles. Now I'm going to be using 5 gallons a minute. Now that all depends on, what your PSI is. I use city water, so your PSI is going to make a difference. How many nozzles are on one zone, that sort of thing. But I just want to show you how easy these are to replace in your yard, because if you do have in-ground irrigation, these are going to go sooner or later. This particular one comes with some low angle, fellas, in case you're up against some bushes or need to get under a deck, or not a deck but an umbrella, or something around, low angle. And I'm going to be using, because I got one out there to replace, hopefully the last one, because like I said, I've done 9 of them. I'm going to be using this 5 gallon deal here. 5 gallon per minute, because there's only I think there's 4 or 5 heads on this zone, and the hunters had a 6 gallon per minute in there, so I know 5 gallons going to work for sure. But anyways, so you would put, let me just set this up before I dig the hole there, show you that. So you just pull this fella up. Like I said, you insert this into this little booger here, pull it up, take it out. There's the nozzle head. Yeah, it's 5. Almost look like I said 6. So you stick it in there, just press it in there, right? And then take this. You're probably not going to be able to see this. There's a flathead screwdriver in there. Get down there, I'll show you how many. So you would just torque that down until it catches this, because if you turn this on without that set screw, this nozzle will probably come flying out of there. But that set screw is also, if you torque it way down, it'll change the arc. Not the arc this way, but the stream going out. If you wanted a lower stream, well, I'll show you that when I get it hooked up. But that's how you put the nozzle and set that up. So that's pretty easy. And now let's go dig a hole, and I'll show you that part. Show you how easy this is. Oh, one other thing. There's each one of these has a nozzle and a little label next to it. This one 5 gallons, so you would put it right here just to know what, just poke it in there, know what nozzle you got in there. It's not important if you don't have to put this in there, but I just thought it was cool that they included that. So now I know there's a 5 gallon nozzle in there. So this is one of the Hunters that stopped rotating. Again, this is several years old, more than 10 years old. I don't know exactly how old it is because, like I said, when I bought this house more than that decade ago, it had these sprinklers in here. So they do last a long time, but so I got to dig this guy out of here, and I'll show you an easy way to do that without like wrecking everything. And you know, minimum, it's just going to take like five minutes. Minimum damage to anything. There's a little system to it. Hold on, let me get my shovel. Alright, so the holes there are the sprinkler head. You'll see it in a second. But so all I got is a shovel here, a little digging tool for the last third of it, and like I said, my sprinkler head set up and that little tool. So this is how I do it. So I can feel the funny pipe that goes that way, so it's way down there, but I think this is good right here. As long as things are loosey-goosey and you can see the bottom of it. You don't want to dig like underneath this, because then when it comes time to putting this new one in, you know, you want this basically where it was. And this actually, the level of soils here, this is down kind of too much, so it does need to be up just a hair more. But we're just going to unscrew this, screw that one back in. It's going to start flooding here, so like I said, I have the thing ready to go, so you can see what you're doing. You don't want sand in the old pipeline there. And that's that. Tighten it right down, and we're good to go. So if you're worried about this ring here, I mean, it'll be fine. You could fill it in if you got some, just get yourself a bag of topsoil or something. But that ring will be fine. Everything will start mended back together within a week or two, probably a couple weeks. But that's all there is to it. So let me go light this thing up and show you how simple that was, and I'll show you how to adjust it and blah blah blah. Alright, so we're almost done here. I just want to show you how to adjust this. If you needed to adjust it against a fence line or something, you know, the left and the right barrier, I need this thing to go 360, so for me it's going to be easy. But so you want to stick your this fella here, this little cross screwdriver into that cross section, turn it 90 degrees so you can pull up your spout there. Right now this thing will rotate left and right. See, I'm about, looks like 270. That's a stop there and a stop here. So you want to set up the left. If you're interested in a fence line, let's say your fence line needs to be here. So right now you're getting into the fence or your driveway or whatever you got there. So you want to turn it back to here to point this way. You're going to have to rotate. First of all, go right and left. Make sure your stops are done. And go back to the left, counterclockwise all the way to the left. And let's say you wanted to be here. Well, you can't go back right, so you have to go all the way around to the left. There's a little bit of friction there, but not much. So that's where you would start it. So if your fence or driveway or whatever was right here, it's going to start there and it's going to rotate this way, right? And if you wanted to stop there, that's what this plus or minus guy is for adjusting that. Now I would have to back this up because it was like 270. I just felt a hit there, so that's about where it was. So that'd be your left side against a driveway or fence line, and it would spray water obviously this way and stop here, right? So that'd be a 180. Now I need this sucker to be 360, so I'm just going to crank it clockwise until it stops. And that's it. So now if I go back to the left, that's where it's going to start, but it's going to go all the way around in a circle to where it ends. So that's how easy this booger is, and we're all set up. Boom, like 5 minutes to cut a hole, replace your thing, and like I said, this ring will grow back in, but if you're really interested, you can plant some grass or whatever. I'm not really particular on my grass because I've got 2 dogs that just like to dig and screw everything up. So that's basically all I got. I just wanted to show you how easy that is, and you know, if you don't have to, this is a do-it-yourself thing for sure. It takes like 5 minutes if you've got a shovel. Most people have a shovel. And like I said, this thing comes with a tool. That Rainbird kit that I bought was 85 bucks for 20 of them, which is a super deal. If you were to buy the Hunter heads alone, at least at one point, because I used to buy them single, they were like 20 bucks a piece for one head. So the Rainbirds, well, we're going to see if they last, but they look like quality deals, but most of them are the same anyways, whether you use Orbit, Rainbird, or Hunter, or Toro, whatever. This kind of deal is what I'm talking about. They're pretty much not interchangeable, but the same idea. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, man. See you next time.